matter?
Of course it does.
Step on the scale.
Oh, absolutely.
Girls love to say, oh, as soon as he stops messing with me, his life just declines. You know, I made his life so much better. I fear that that is not the case for me at all. I just checked his Instagram. He's never looked better. I'm sick.
That my mom had made the decision to choose men over her kids. What they want are women who are uneducated as to how the American system works when it comes to trad wives. They probably could afford American women if they actually put in the effort.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
Would you be willing to sign a prenup when you get married? Okay, this might sound crazy, but like, I don't want to be married legally. I just want a wedding, like the big wedding.
No, that's smart as hell.
Like,
no, it sounds crazy.
I don't. If that makes sense, like,
Travis,
you know,
feel you.
I just want to like have the experience, like the wedding, the big wedding, you know. But I don't want to sign no papers saying that we married because, for one, I don't want to go through the divorce process. Two, I'm not signing no prenup. And if, like, my money is my money and your money is your money, so, like, it shouldn't be, you know. I don't want to have it. I don't want, like, the courts to be involved, if that makes sense.
You have so many, and I mean so many women from my community that feel that way. Great thing, you won't get hit for divorce. You don't have to worry about that, but it's still a problem, right? Because most women, not even just black women, white women want the wedding. They plan everything for the wedding, but they don't want the full commitment. They don't want to be fully locked down. Like, you could be with a girl for 10 years, and I get it. It's great for guys, but this never-ending cycle. It's created this never-ending cycle in the West to where women keep this in their mind. They don't need a man, and they feel that way because they're not married, right? When you're not totally committed to someone, it leaves you in this loophole. It's like a never-ending loophole. And men are the ones that feel the brunt of it because what happens? You have to commit husband duties and not get wife duties and not get wife treatment.
Does height matter?
Of course it does.
Step on the scale.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not going on a scale. You should love a girl for who they are.
You should love a guy for who they are, regardless of height.
I'm not stepping on a scale.
Why?
Because I'm not.
Okay, so take it back.
I'm not taking it back.
So weigh yourself.
No.
You're
If you care
being a
about
coward.
weight, you're ridiculous. And
If you care about height, you're ridiculous.
No, but you don't need to know an exact number.
You don't need to know an exact height.
Exactly, I don't. All you gotta know is that they're taller than me, and that's it.
Okay, I want you to be lighter than me. Step on the scale.
No.
Does height matter?
It definitely does.
It does? You said height matters.
It does.
All right, and weight matters, so step on the scale. Let's see.
No, I don't want to do that. That's scary.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
You're judging guys based on height, so I'm judging you based on weight.
No, I don't want to do that. That's scary as... I bet it is.
You want to talk about trauma? Talk about the trauma of having a PikMe mother. And when I say a PikMe mother, I mean a mom who will seek male validation or the approval of men over the safety of their children.
If you want to watch that whole video, I'm going to tag the original creator down below. But I came across this TikTok and I definitely wanted to talk about it because I too have a PikMe mother. One of the craziest things about having a mom like this is that she didn't just choose men over us and like that was it. Like, she just chose men. It was so much bigger than that. When I was 14 in the year of 2012, my mom randomly decided that she was going to go on a girls' trip to the Bahamas for 2 weeks in October, and she would come back the day after my 15th birthday. My dad encouraged her to go have fun with her girlfriends, go on this trip, and on the day of my 15th birthday, it was on a weekend, so I slept over at one of my friends' houses that weekend. I woke up on the day of my birthday. I was scrolling through Facebook to see all the happy birthday wishes, and I came across these photos that my mom had posted from her girls' trip. So naturally I'm scrolling through and I'm like, oh my goodness, mom looks so pretty. She looks like she's having so much fun. And I come across these photos of this man that I've never seen before. And then I see this ring that she has on her left-hand ring finger, and it wasn't the ring that my dad gave her when they got married. So naturally, I'm curious, and I message her and like, hey mom, are you still coming home tomorrow? Like, I miss you. And she was like, oh, I might not. I think there's a delay for my flight, whatever. I'll let you guys.
I say, hold up.
Know. That was the first red flag. And then I decided to confront her and was like, who's that man in those photos that you posted?
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
And she was like, what man? I'm like, the man in the photos where you're wearing a ring and your name is written in a chocolate sauce dessert. Like, who is that person? And she tries to play it off like it's a man at the restaurant, like someone who worked there. She didn't know who it was. And I wasn't buying it. Like, I was 15, but I wasn't stupid. So fast forward the next day after my 15th birthday, me, my brother, my sister, and my dad all go to my little brother's football game. And my brother's dad was there too. And it was chilly that day because it was like the fall, and me and my sister were sitting in the car with my dad while my brother's dad was watching him play football. And out of nowhere, my dad gets out of the car and is like screaming and crying. He takes off his hat, he throws it on the ground, and he is just like in such distress. And this is all happening at my little brother's football game. So there's a bunch of like 9-10-year-olds playing football. There's a bunch of families around, and my dad is screaming, hysterically crying. The first thing that runs through my head is, oh my God, something happened to mom. The plane crashed. Like, she's not alive anymore. And he wouldn't tell us what was wrong. Fast forward later into the week, like 4 or 5 days have gone by since mom was supposed to return home, and we've still heard nothing. We have no idea where she is, what has happened. And on a random Wednesday morning, my dad calls me, my siblings, into his bedroom, and he's like, your mother's on the phone, I want to speak to you. And we were like, what? So we go into the bedroom, he gives us the phone, and she tells us, I'm not coming home. And we were all silent. We're like, what do you mean you're not coming home? And she goes, I'm in Turkey, I'm not coming home. Turkey? I thought you were in the Bahamas. So it turns out my mom never went on a girls' trip, and she was never in the Bahamas. She was in Turkey the whole time to meet with this man who she was talking to on Facebook, and she wanted to see if it was worth like actually pursuing a relationship and leaving her whole family, and that's exactly what she did. She was gone for 3.5 years. We ended up losing everything. We were homeless. Me and my siblings got split apart. We went into the system. I didn't get to see my siblings for like those 3.5 years that she was gone. And sadly, that wasn't the first or the last time that my mom had made the decision to choose men over her kids. Like, I have another crazy story if you want to hear it, and it involves her literally going to prison and ending up on news headlines because she chose a man over her family again. But yeah, that's what happens when you have a pick-me parent, specifically a pick-me mom who chooses men over her kids. And the kicker is, she tells us to this day that we need to get over what happened, that she's sorry, and she doesn't think she's a bad mom. Yeah. Gaslighting, manipulative, narcissist at his finest.
Yeah, that happened for about, I think, 2 or 3 different reasons, right? Number one, when she said she was going on a girls' trip as a husband, why did you let her go? That's that conversation you have with her. Look, if you go on this girls' trip, we're no longer together. You know what's funny? He would have done that. He would have did that. They probably would be together till this day. But wouldn't have been a good decision, right? Sometimes it's better to let a 304 be a 304. But also, the woman left her husband. Like, her mom, that's nuts. That's nuts. But she completely lied about going on the girls' trip. And back to the saying of the guy shouldn't let her go, right? You have to be, this is this is that, this is that. And I'll let you guys know. It happened to me as well in the West. Not in that way. What I mean by it happened to me as well, I didn't mind letting my lady go somewhere, right? Oh, yeah, sure. It wasn't like trips. Oh, sure, yeah, you can go out to the club. Oh, I don't mind. That's usually when girls have their fun. I know he feels it, but her dad will learn. I'm sure he knows now.
You know how girls love to say, oh, as soon as he stops messing with me, his life just declines. You know, I made his life so much better. I fear that is not the case for me at all. I just checked his Instagram. He's never looked better. I'm sick. I literally am sick. I don't know. It's like he got richer. He got fitter. He got hotter. And I know I shouldn't be checking, but I'm just a girl. okay? And I wanted to see what was going on. I honestly wanted to check it and be like, yeah, your life probably is bad now. Karma. And did I need karma? Because I swear, I don't want to swear, but I'm pretty sure he's never looked so good in his entire life and in my entire life. Honestly, I'm really happy for him because that motivates me even more to get better and to become a better version of myself every single day. Because when I saw that, I'm eating kale because of that. I'm eating kale. I'm hitting the gym right after this. I don't care. I'm sick. I'm literally sick. I can't.
Wow. So she feels that way, right? She's holding herself accountable somewhat after she realized the man worked on. That's what happens. Men break up. They work on themselves. Just like that man who walked in on his girl getting clapped. Same thing's gonna happen to him, so he doesn't need to stress. But guys, I looked at that video. Now I seen another video, and I see exactly what's wrong here.
I love knowing my worth. I just got back from my first date, and he got me an Easter basket on our first date. Let's see what's in it. Got a bath bomb, a candle. Nice. He said he tried to go to Target, but it was closed, so he went to CVS, which I just think is so cute. He said he saw my TikToks where I wear face masks, so he got me a bunch of face masks.
Come on, y'all. What is she thinking in her head right now? She's playing this off of TikTok. He's being so thoughtful, right? He got her that. She's thinking, softy. And guys, no, never get a woman a gift like this.
And some Burt's Bees. And some eye masks.
Friend.
And then a beauty blender.
Such a good friend.
I'm telling y'all, once you start knowing your worth,
They're in the friend zone.
Tell me where
they start acting different. People start treating you right. And I'm loving it. Loving every second of it.
Friend. He's in a friend zone.
So is this what we're doing now? We're calling these passport bros predators?
Word.
Really?
Y'all see Shaniqua in the background? Man, look at her. Look at her.
Really? Come on now.
Look at her. This is what we doing now. Calling passport bros predators. Why are you so upset that a woman is actually making sense? She loses logic to break it down. A predator is a person, is an animal that kills someone. It's not a passport bro.
Those guys cannot afford American women.
They probably could afford American women if they actually put in the effort, but they don't. What they want are women who are uneducated as to how the American system works when it comes to trad wives, which is what these kind of men want. They want a woman who will sit at home barefoot with a baby on the hip, close to the stove, cooking whatever they want, cleaning whatever they want, and taking care of the children.
And women like you is the reason why they're getting it. Because y'all do sign language. Shaming, insulting, guilt, and need to be right.
And the only way that they will find a woman that will do that with their personality when it comes to expecting women to do everything in the household while they do nothing is to go overseas and find an impoverished person who is legitimately, deliberately going after male tourists in order to find this. Why do they do this? Is because they're in poverty. They know that American men, with the exchange rate of the US dollar versus what they have in that third world country, is going to allow them to have money to send back to their family to help them.
Why every woman that talks about passport bros automatically assumes guys want to come back? Why? You notice that? Every single woman assumes guys are bringing them back and sending money back to the family. That's not the main agenda.
And these men know that. They know that they will be providing money to that family. They know that it is such a small amount because the exchange rate is such a vast difference. The US dollar for Vietnam, for Thailand, for the Philippines is extravagantly different. So they are willing to bring these women over here who barely speak English if they do at all. They bring them over here, they marry them, and they use them in order to get their pleasure and their domestic needs in exchange for the fact that they have to send money over to support the family.
And that's why I'm mad. That's what I'm waiting for. And that's why I'm mad. These men get to have it their way. Finally, they're going their own way and they're having it their way. And I'm angry. That's what the video title should be. If I could put all of that in the title.
So it's literally just prostitution at that point. They have gotten a woman to be with them and they pay for them to be with them because the money goes to the family.
You can't make this.
And the men know what they're doing. They know that this woman is not attracted to them. They know that this woman does not actually want to be with them.
That's a who said.
That's the reason they go over there. They have been well educated as to how that system works. This is not well-to-do women that say, oh my God, you're the right man for me. These are women in impoverished areas who have nothing. And the only reason they are with them is just to support their family. And these nasty American men know this. And they still go after these women just to have their own personal pleasure and servitude. So these guys can go ahead and trash American women for wanting too much in a relationship, needing too much in a relationship, being too masculine, being too independent, while also simultaneously saying, I'm not good enough for anything other than buying somebody outside of this country to pretend to love me. Make it make sense. So these American men can continue to say that American women want too much, need too much, they're too masculine, they're too independent, they aren't traditional, while also in turn saying I'm such a piece of shit that I have to buy someone to love me in order to get what I need.
Meant to keep you stuck. People who can't win the argument tend to use shaming tactics. Another sign of a low-value woman is she often insults.
Make it make sense.
Oh, it's making sense, right? It makes a lot of sense because look what's happened now. It turned United States women on their heels, right? They're on their heels now, and it's time. It's time men have it their own way. Men went their own way. Now they have it their own way, and you women are mad. And it's fine. Guys don't care because we all realize
This is the way.
passport, bro. Cash for no. It's definitely more to life than worry about what you say.
He ain't lying.